Yes, Honorable. Is everything blessed? Give thanks for life. Rastafari. Emperor Haile Selassie the first. And Empress Menen. Alright.
Okay. So we all set?
Yeah, man, I'm ready now.
Okay, stand by.
Coming live. Yes, we do give thanks for life and a mighty life given. We give thanks for all good things around us are definitely sent from Zion above. So we praise for right for his divine love. His sincere love, definitely. We do give thanks as we do, you know, celebrate the first of March, basically Congress Day. So we give thanks for such a wonderful time, whereby as a people we're celebrating, the whole mission of freedom, redemption, international repatriation of our people, and take our people to I mean, say you can't give up a continent for an island. I mean, I do love St. Lucia, St. Lucia is a beautiful place, and I am very blessed to have been reincarnated in St. Lucia. So 2,000 years ago, I mean, definitely, I was in a mountain somewhere, you know. I was in a mountain somewhere, specifically. Um, Living off the land and healing people and doing them type of things. It is just like I am doing now. Very important, and it's the same thing. So when we examine what it is that is happening now and what's happening in the past, I mean, when you know exactly who you are, it is important that as a people that at least we have that fundamental understanding that as a people we are divinely blessed. So I give thanks for this opportunity to be with you this evening. Whereby um, we celebrated the 1st of March, which is basically Bobo Shanti Congress Day. I can see that for the YouTube. I don't know why my camera is looking so smudged up. Okay, I see it get a bit clearer as I said that. I don't know if it's just a signal I'm getting, but I give thanks my YouTube brothers and sisters who are with us as we are live on YouTube, and also we are live on Calabash. St. Lucia, give thanks, Honorable Brett Israel from Martinique. At a celebration, give thanks for the love, Monseigneur Rodriguez. Peace and blessings, good evening from Philadelphia. Give thanks, Honorable Goddess Ethiopia Uhuru. Give thanks. Lindy Paris, Berenton, give thanks. Blessed love, blessed good evening, priest from Trinidad. Give thanks. Antonia Hodge, good evening. Happy to hear from you all. Give thanks, my beloved sister Antonia. I don't know whether you're in America or whether you are in St. Martin. I know that you move around so much these days, but give thanks for all those of you who are here with us. We do give thanks for this divine opportunity that we could actually share such a wonderful space. We do glorify as we are in a time whereby you have to be very skillful. You have to pay attention. To everything that's happening right now. Yes, Anthony, Vincent Martin, no give thanks. So everything's happening right now. Some terrible things are happening right now. That's why tonight I'm just going to focus specifically on the whole aspect of the coronavirus, and exactly how it is that I would deal with it myself as a man, right? To safeguard I and myself and I loved ones, right? And when it is that you really examine it, in one sense, from one angle, it's nothing to really be. It's nothing amazing, right? Oh, it's amazing. Okay, all right. Right? It's plenty. People are dying, but all right, okay. It's. They say about 70,000 people die of the common cold in America every year. The flu. That's America alone. When the year flew by, 70,000 people actually perish because of a sneezing and a coughing of the common cold. All right, so when you could actually put this into perspective, you have 300,000 people die a year, at least, in the United States of America, due to what they would refer to as accidental deaths due to medical lapses or failures in procedures. So they might leave a glove inside of you, or they might cut off the right breast when it's the left breast, and then you die. Or you understand? Simple things. You might be diagnosed wrongly and given the wrong treatment, and then you die. So this about 300,000 people die like that in America every year. So putting this into perspective. All right. Now, the potential. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing that the United Nations, right? They say that. Let me just see. The United Nations, the World Health Organization. I'm on that website. Says that the United Nations releases $15 million to help vulnerable countries battle the spread of the coronavirus. UN humanitarian chief Mark Lowcock today released US $15 million from the Central Emergency Response Fund, SIRF, to help fund global efforts to contain the COVID-19 virus. All right, DVOC. Right, so what are you talking about? I mean, and that's like big news. The Chinese government had to build a hospital in 2 weeks. 2 hospitals in 2 weeks to take care of the people suffering with the coronavirus. Right? So then I'm sure I'm sure it would have cost a lot more than $15 million. So we here in St. Lucia, I mean, we've been for the past 10 years, we've been trying to build up a St. Jude's Hospital, 10 years. Our Owen King Hospital has been partially opened and then open and close and open a kind of a way, and you understand? Yeah, so our hospital in the south of the country is in a rotting stadium, leaking stadium, that was actually transformed into a hospital as a result of the emergency of the burning down of the hospital. So after a decade, no more races and football and cricket down there. The biggest game there, the biggest practice that you have down there, because people are practicing medicine down there to the best of their abilities in the poor conditions, not suitable at all for anything put it into healthcare. Now, I'm just saying this to say that the World Health Organization is saying that they're giving $15 million to help global. I'm talking about global, I'm not talking about St. Lucia, St. Lucia alone would need at least $150 million to actually put certain things into place just to make the existing healthcare infrastructure even, a tad more capable of handling such travesties that could actually take place. I mean, come on. So we're saying that, okay, all right. Okay, all right. $15 million to help the global fight. That's nothing. So that's no news, man. You shouldn't even be putting that down on the World Health Organization thing. Come on, what are you talking about? $15 million? Like that's some kind of money. When the World Health Organization, the World Health Organization has called for $675 million to fund the fight against coronavirus. There is a window of opportunity to contain the spread of the virus if countries take robust measures to detect cases early, isolate and care for patients, and trace contacts. So you're talking about an intricate web of border control and in and out of that country and ins and outs that, I mean, come on, so many people won't come in and out of St. Lucia without anybody knowing. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying this to say that within the Caribbean region, even if the flu kills 70,000 people in America every year, and then the corona thing, has only killed, a couple of people really, right? A couple of thousands. But still, the possibility of it exploding in something huge is like just knocking at the door. Yeah, talk, knocking at the door. So it's common sense that, I was listening to the Honorable President of America, Mr. Donald Trump, and he was speaking on the aspect of the coronavirus, and he was saying, "Oh, yes, it's gonna get far worse. I mean, it's gonna get far worse. Yeah, it might not get worse, but it might get, it might get worse." I mean, when they say, "Oh my goodness," he said that it might get far worse because when these people get the little slip of the tongue, man, you have to take note. So more than likely, this thing there is gonna get far worse. So if it is that you are planning to do something for yourself, because okay, in a country like St. Lucia and Antigua and St. Martin and Dominica and these Caribbean countries, even like China's supposed to be one of the world leading economies, yet still, man, people still dying. So in China, they say, well, you have a total cases of 79,828 people. New cases plus 4. Total deaths 2,870 people. Active cases 44,849 cases. Total recovered 42,119 cases. And serious or critical cases 7,365. So if that's the news that the system gives, definitely then you'd expect that. You might need to add a couple of a zero or so behind everything that they say, and you really can't trust the system. Right? So you have South Korea behind there and Italy. Italy already have 34 deaths and 21 deaths in South Korea, and Iran there is 54 deaths with total less cases than you see that, right? So Iran only has 978 cases, but it has 54 deaths, whereas Italy has almost double the cases and has 44 deaths, and South Korea have triple the cases and it only has 21 deaths. So it's not about how many cases you have, it's also about the capacity to contain that and to prevent it from actually spreading and becoming a calamity. So I'm just saying this to say that as an individual person and as a family, right, you really have to take care of yourself. I mean, they said that one person died in America and they were from Washington State, or I don't know, I can't remember, but Washington something. All right, and then the Empress actually gave me the news. Give thanks to the news, Empress. And the person was not even diagnosed. I mean, they went to 2 hospitals and then they sent him back home and just gave him some paracetamol or something. And I'm making that part up, okay? But they sent it home, okay? And then another hospital, they sent him home, and the third time he went, the group is dead. All right, and then it's coronavirus. So what about all the people that he actually contacted? So these things there is something that, I mean, as a people in the Caribbean region, and even in these big countries, man, when you are not really in that class whereby you can get some special care, oh my, you have to just be careful. So they say the fatality rate is 2%, so out of every 100 people that get it, 2 people die. Alright, so 26 new cases in Spain, 5 in critical conditions. That's just like latest updates, 1st of March. First case in Scotland, UK, resident of the Tayside area and has recently traveled from northern Italy. So Italy has actually, the Italian people brought that into Nigeria and all them African countries already. Alright, so 5 new cases in Finland, Iceland, right? Belgium, Austria, Germany, Norway, you know. So talking about coronavirus outbreak could force UK to shut down entire cities. All these things are just warnings, you know. So they are preparing you for what is supposed to come. So I would tell you that you should plan for the worst case scenario. Okay? So to protect yourself, you plan for the worst case scenario. Alright, so if the UK that's supposed to be more organized than our little Ianola, St. Lucia, Helen of the West, okay, is contemplating shutting down entire cities. What about our little Castries down here and the little St. John's and Marigot in St. Martin and Phillipsburg and you know and you know how it is. What if it's gonna happen? You can't go to the supermarket, right? So you can't go to work. You don't want to go to work because you know, people sick and coughing and stuff, so you have to stay home. And then what's gonna happen when the city is shut down? There's gonna be scarcity, a lack of food and nutrition. This is something really the possibility of this getting into, you know, escalating into something dangerous is possible. See, so let us really prepare our minds, our state of beings, and the things for what they want to happen. And I'm saying this speaking in a relatively speaking, knowing that over 70,000 people die of the flu in America every year, and only one death per se, they say, have happened in America for the whole coronavirus thing. Okay, all right, so, yeah. But I'm saying that the possibility of this get out of hand is also there, close, peeping, ready to leap. You know, so if all these countries are getting a case, sooner or later, something gonna hit the Caribbean countries, man. One Caribbean, if everybody getting one, come on. Okay, right? Okay, yes, we are blessed people. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah. Give thanks, but come on. So scientifically speaking, or just, your God is a scientist. He works with figures and numbers. So the probability that we have one case is a whole region that depends on the travel and the movement of people. Tourist. Okay, all right. So at the end of the day, the risk of having tourists, it's evident. The amount of cruise ship that they sent because they thought that the tourist was risking bringing coronavirus into the country. So at the end of the day, when it comes to that, it's no better something's gonna happen, my brother. So how is it that we as a people gonna get ready? So when they're talking about shutting down cities, you must be asking yourself, what am I gonna eat? Where am I gonna get some water to drink? And that is if you depend on the supermarket. I'm telling you. So this gives us an insight into even the possibilities of what would happen when Babylon shuts down. When our Babylon judgment come now and now. Yes, so definitely, so this is something that you really have to take into consideration. Because the Rastafari, have been preaching and teaching self-reliance and sustainability over a long time, man. grow what you eat what you grow, right? Self-reliance, you know, okay, all right. Be able to plant your food and control your needs. So when the border is locked down now, and no rice and chicken back and chicken wings and chicken legs and turkey and ham and all and things cannot come into the country, what are you gonna do? Right? So, I mean, the majority of people, they run away from the hills and the mountains. They don't even plant a little macamboo. You know, they don't even plant a little green fig tree. Not plant a little green fig or, you know, a little coconut tree. No, no. Fingernails. I mean, I spend $120 every 2 weeks to do my fingers, priest. I'm not gonna dirty it up. You know? So then you expect that someone love you more than yourself, that's always going to make sure that the supermarket shelf have food, and you're always going to get some food from the supermarket shelf. No. You have to change that perspective of yourself, because the system bound to fail. You know, I'm not here preaching doomsday. You know, I'm telling you that. Okay, just recently they had no water in St. Lucia for a while, because a mains burst and people crying, oh, but I no water, you know. I had water, I never ran out of water. You know, I mean, I just discovered a new spring again in the mountain, so even closer to my house. So in other sense, so I could guide water, you know. So at the end, man, come on. So it's just where you are. So there's no water, but the rain just fell. No water. I talking about no water, and complaining there's no water when the rain just fell. But even when the rain falls, you don't even collect your water and put in a come on, a cistern, a drum, a tank. Rain is falling, and because the water supply of Wasco or the national block up, you don't have no water. You can't do nothing. When rain falling, come on. So when you have people with that psyche, with that perception, how is it these people are going to be able to survive in calamity? You know, before after a hurricane in Saint Lucia, people used to wash by the river. You know, and people used to wash by the river and carry the basket of clothes. You know, so we really have to check ourselves and don't just be there sitting down on someone waiting that somebody is going to create a vaccine, because remember it's a money thing, you know, right? So yeah, man, lots of money to be made from it. I mean, lots of money to be made from the coronavirus. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure if they pull up a fake vaccine there, you know, all countries going to buy billions of dollars of, you know, to give the people, and it might be a fake vaccine too. You never know. So I mean, I'm telling you, so lots of money to be made from the whole stuff, right? So we're just saying that as a people, you just have to be careful, be observant, check for yourself. You know, make sure that you plant a little lettuce, you plant a little chives, plant a little seasoning pepper. You know, have one to banana, have one a little breadfruit, a little something along your place. So when the time comes, you have something you can eat. You know, because we are in no position in Saint Lucia to handle an outbreak. No matter what anyone says, you know, we don't really have the technical infrastructure to even track where people have been, where they meet, whether this, that, you know, and you know, traceability. Come on, man. So at the end of the day, it's a thing whereby we have to just be proactive. Just prepare yourself and behave like you are expecting the worst case scenario. You understand? So that means you're going to start to prepare and build up your immune system. And still, since it is a virus that literally spreads, and remember, we are in a season of Lent now. But I mean, you have to remember, you have to stand up, even if something terrible happening. You prepared, So if you don't check that, rain going to fall there anymore. So where that rain might fall upon the house, you don't set your big tank there to collect the water, and you have your water. So in terms of calamity, you're just aware and so you prepare yourself. It's not like you're afraid and you're doomsday. No, you prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. So that means that you have to boost up your immune system. And since this destructive force, because these things, they are freaks of nature. They are not no natural stuff. They're freaks of nature. They're freaks. And most of these things, they have patents. It belongs to someone. The Ebola virus belongs to an organization. So does the coronavirus. It belongs to an organization. There was a scientist from India who said that he wrote this article, and that article was taken down like instantly, like AZT, and other like HIV medication was very effective for the coronavirus because and the HIV, the DNA, the RNA of the HIV, portions of it was actually inserted into the coronavirus. That's what he said. Just tell it. And that article was actually taken down. Same following day, bang, bang, bang. But I mean, it's still good to know this stuff, right? Yeah, man, it's good to know that. Yeah, that chief Harvard professor who was responsible, right, for biological and biochemical study, whatever. Harvard, top head of that department was arrested, right? If you just go on the internet and you just type Harvard professor, Department of Justice America case, Wuhan province. You understand? So then you're going to see, well, yes, this professor is a case. The Justice Department have a case against him because he was arrested because he was involved with the Chinese government and without informing the school or the country that he was working with a foreign government, and he had a laboratory in Wuhan province, and then now to tell you that he was working with two other. The battery was dead. Yeah, probably not. But I think we're back on. Yeah, so you've done. Alright. Yeah, man, love, man. Yeah, partners we just had a little round. We here again. Down. Continuing. type in your questions shortly. Yes, we do give thanks for life and the mighty life givers. We are continuing again. Give thanks for all those of you. I see well plenty people who was on YouTube. I mean, after we had a lapse there, have gone, but I mean, you're coming forward again, so we give thanks for your the lines are open also 45193491 1758 and also 1758 and that's the number that you can call, and ask your specific questions, you know. So I'm just gonna type the number on our the chat room in YouTube, so the people on YouTube who want to actually give us a call, they could call live on the television in St. Lucia at least, so you could bless the people of St. Lucia or give us some information on what's happening in your area when it comes to what preparations look like um, in your country when it comes to the whole aspect of the coronavirus, because I mean, as we say, things are getting tense, and it is important that as a people we get ready. So I mean, I know that most people, there are plenty drugs and all different type of things that pardon. I sent in half of the number on the thing. I pressed enter when I was not supposed to press enter. So it's 1758 19 4519 4519 349 or 1758 453 1730. That's for live as the program is live now. So that's not a number you call, tomorrow or the after when you try to get through Scalash. As we are live in Calabash Television Studio doing this program also. So the people here in St. Lucia definitely to call. So we say the feuille au vent, what they call the gully root. It's very important. That's a herb that you could utilize to actually clean your space. You could actually burn it also. Helps to purify. As an antiseptic, it's good to cleanse the air, right? So you have herbs like that, and you could use herbs like rosemary to burn. You could use herbs like citronelle. You could use herbs like neem, just to clear your space, your area. And that herb is a herb you have to drink plenty of it. The roots and the leaves, helps to boost up the immune system. It could be your green juices, your teas. Don't wait until you start to help people getting sick. What you do, you start to prepare yourself, start to build up your immune system. So this is very effective. You have the feuille au vent, right? The feuille au vent, you could bathe with it. You could actually burn it to cleanse the air space in your area. Also, you could use it as a tea, and also, I mean, definitely, even as Bobo Shanti, as Rastafari, as a priest, right? As a priest of the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress, Melchizedek order. All right, now we naturally bless people. Blessed love, honorable, give thanks. Blessed love. We don't really shake hands. I mean, sometimes you might jam somebody, but we don't shake. You're not even supposed to do that. Blessed love, give thanks. That's it. Right. So that levity, if you go and pee, wash your hand. If you think, wash your hand, and you understand. So it's a principle of washing hands and cleanliness. So the mere fact that you have to be worried about getting sick to just be cleaner. I mean, if that is one good thing about the virus, I mean, come on, that's good. That people would be, more keen in how clean they are and get more manners. Sometimes people just speak back to anywhere and exhale, so right now everybody, cough in your elbows or whatever, which is what you're supposed to be doing all the time. You see people just hold their nose and blow. And people around the place, you can't do that. Coronavirus or not, you're not supposed to do that. You're spreading all your thing on people, right? So you have to protect yourself. So there are people who are just unscrupulous and they just do whatever that they want to do. So you have to definitely prepare yourself to be able to fight it. So the fake movement is one of the mightiest herb. I'm just talking about this herb on this program. The fake movement, very, very, very potent. Alright, so you could use 3 of these heads to 1 cup of hot water, and you could drink a cup 2 to 3 times a day. Alright, so it's also rich in sulfur. So sulfur has antiseptic properties. That's why you use sulfur, on the skin to actually help the skin. You understand? So apart from that, right? So when you really understand the whole aspects of the different compounds that is within that herbs and the different minerals, you understand how it actually helps to alkalize the physical structure, boost up your immune system, create an environment with a natural immune system. Your natural immune system could work towards, defeating invaders. All right. So even this herb now, when you have a headache or you have a fever, you pound the herb. You put it in some alcohol and you place it over your foil and you put like a cotton cloth over it. Oh my goodness, it's very effective when it comes to the combating of headaches. All right. So fever, right? So these things then now, even when you stuffy, you could actually just you take the roots and you pound the roots. All right, you pound the roots first. Okay, and when you pound it, you could inhale it because your eye is going to be running, your nose is going to be running because the rich sulfur compounds will cleanse the atmosphere and also cleanse your nasal, make that mucus come out of your physical structure. Right, so you could pound it, boil it in water, right? Put it in a stainless steel pan and cover your head over it with a big towel or a comforter, and then you inhale the hot steam to cleanse out your sinuses, to remove mucus from your physical structure, because any pathogen would stick upon mucousy rich area and mucus filled areas. You have to cleanse out yourself. All right, so I'm telling you that you should be more proactive than reactive. Don't wait until something happens. Right? Don't wait. You have to be prepared. You have to organize yourself. Know what you're going to be doing. Stock up on your essentials. Right? If you worried about how it, man, you have to just stock up on your essentials and make sure you can protect yourself. Right? So the lines are open. We have about 20 more minutes. 451-9349, 453-1730, 451-9349, 453-1730. Those of you who actually want to call. Herbert Atkins, give thanks, my brother. Red the Rastafari. Yeah, bless Eman. Okay, opinion the centralizer Rastafari. I don't have an opinion on the centralizing of Rastafari. Central unity is strength. So obviously, it's just a fact that we have, or everyone, not just people with locks, everyone, the world, of all people have to come together and operate in the fundamental principle of love, harmony, and peace. Okay, that's a must, right? So I don't know what's happening if you're not calling. Come on, you have to call. You have nothing to say. You don't have any kind of a secret thing that you know that somebody is talking about. And even in the chat room, I see you people have gone quiet. Black, give thanks. So definitely, any questions you have, you could give us a call. As also the Great Physician International, which is basically the aspect of our enterprise that actually produces medicine, right? Discovery, treasure, gratitude for the livication to truth and healing. Give thanks, discovery, treasure, love. Yes, caller, blessed. Yes, honorable, give thanks. Yes, honorable.
Give thanks, man.
Rastafari.
Rastafari. One thing that I really appreciate is
Give thanks for the love.
yeah, man, because without you, we can have to appreciate, what we have, you know, because you mean a lot to St. Lucia. And with you, giving us all that good lecture, what we cannot do anything without you, Kela, because you've been coming with it right to me. Especially all the boys just there giving an elder man in capacity just the same look you have the Duvan.
Yeah, man.
And then he telling me Mawipu. I say, no, I can't call it Mawipu.
No, you can't call it that.
Sorry, I can't call it Mawipu. we put it right, it is Duva.
Duva,
But
Duva.
exactly what you say there, Kilash. I mean, I just burn it, you know.
Give thanks.
You know? Yeah, man, I just wash my home with it, you know? And bathe with it, you know? Yeah, man. So, Kilash, and thank you for your opening up in the phone, Kilash, man.
Give thanks, man.
I was viewing you already last time there with Preciser.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And the other two, Empress, and then I saw the Minister of Tourism and Guy Joseph, all of them. They're very great, man.
Give thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Up there must be, you have room for me up there, man.
Well, I mean, definitely, man. We have lots of room, and then
Yes,
at the end of the day, you see, in that video, we didn't really see the place.
Yeah, right.
I think that was a bit deliberate because you have to really come and see.
Yeah, and I like what you mentioned, you say, people say, like you say, your grandmother did it.
At a love, man. Give thanks, man. At a love. Love, give thanks. Yeah, man. So, Wendell George, good night. I just log in. Oh, Wendell, man, you late, man. Oh, Wendell, come on, you always late fire. You have to be early, man. You missed plenty thing already. So the Fed Ouvant is that other name that the brother say. You use that when it is badness you're doing it. Because herbs are for good and for bad. Yeah. So some people use herbs to do bad things. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you. So it is. Yeah, that's the truth. So that's why it has two names. The good name, Duvan, and the other name that people use when they want to do whatever else they want to do with it. So that, you burn it, you boil it, you drink the tea, and, Kevin Paul, give thanks for the man, Rastafari. Said Nune is also good, okay, alright. Yeah, man. For our preparation, okay, alright. Give thanks, honorable. Right? So, I'm just saying, our core principle, definitely things gonna happen. What do Wendell say? I was wondering whether there is anything I can do for my son eye allergies. The eye drops the doctor gives does not work. So you have to come to eye, honorable. Same way you go to the doctor, come to eye. You could use that, okay, for the allergies. The Fay Duvant, okay, excellent. Excellent. Fay Duvant. A Vervine to wash the eyes. Plantain to wash the eyes. You see, all that free information I giving you all people, and then you see Rastafari that love the people. Rastafari love the people, right? And the people afraid of Rastafari. And you see, most of the things that people running after now are things that we talking about for over a decade, and then when they take it up, they pretend as if they don't know that, that we were the forerunners in the thing, and they try to ignore everything that I have been doing and pretend like they're not seeing it happening. Yeah. Priscilla Lash, who's Priscilla Lash? Priscilla Lash? Who's that? I don't know Priscilla Lash. Manti Rosso. Oh my goodness. Oh man. But they know what's going on. Pretend, so they pretend like as if they're not seeing the Rastafari. Okay? And to the extent that I remember, as a Rastafari, and I'm going to say this because, you see, people that discriminate against you without they even knowing it. That's why, like, you have racism, whereby a black man or a man of color would be treated differently by a Caucasian, and the Caucasian won't even know that they're racist because it is just inborn inside, intertwined in everything that they're doing, and it's just like a system. Alright? So the Rastafari, if all the works and over all the years and everything that we've been doing and saying, and what we've been doing here in St. Lucia and the world, right? So most times we don't come on here and blow our trumpets, but my youth